Hey, it's JC1424 once again with Gran Turismo 4. And in this episode of our GT mode playthrough, part 97, we're doing one of the final one-make races in Germany. And that is the BMW M series. Last episode, we finished up all of the UK one-make races by doing Blackpool Racers, an event in TVR. We used a cute little blue coupe of some kind, and then we got rid of that after they gave us the prize car for that event, which was the TVR Cervera Speed 12. The booger baby shit green color-ish, but it's got like this nice custom paint job. So it actually looks extremely cool. But we're at 71.3% game completion after doing that episode. All these 5 race events. So we're going to get to 72% in this one. We did used to have a BMW M5, but I only use that for like one European event. And I don't want to keep that and then come into here using that whenever it would lower the chance of getting like a lot of A-Spec points. So I kind of want to get like the least performing M3, and then if it's not good enough, then maybe put like an upgrade or two in there. And this would be right here, 338 horsepower, 74,500. Yeah, it's BMW, it's expensive. And you got the CSL, which has got a little more horsepower. And it actually costs just as much, I think, as the M5. Yeah, not very far off. And I already got rid of my M5. I don't think I should have done that because it was a freaking M5. I think if I got it in a different color, I might be more inclined to keep it, because originally I got it in white because it looks cool in that color. I'm not getting a yellow car. Let's get a green car. I don't get that many green cars. I don't remember the last time I actually bought a green car. I love Pepsi. Requires the A license. It is a championship of 5 races. Oh, it's just called Club M. I always call it like the M series because the other one was called the 1 series. I don't know. 10,000 credits per race. So it's 5 races. 50,000 plus 35,000. 85,000 credits. If I don't have to buy any upgrades, then I will make like a net profit of 10,000 or 11,000. That's sad, man. That's just sad. I think the worst part in all of this is if they bring the M5, I think we're going to be pretty challenged. I don't know. But we got El Capitan as the first race in reverse. Apricot Hill Raceway forward. Oprah Paris in reverse as well. Suzuka Circuit, I'm guessing full course, yeah. And then of course it ends in Nürburgring, which makes sense because this is freaking BMW, okay? And like that's the main one German track in the game. Usually we see it as like one of the first races, not the last race, so that's cool. It's actually very difficult to do this with one hand. But I can just hold it down. So like, why am I like clicking it whenever you can just hold it down? Look at these taquitos. JC loves taquitos. I'm gonna eat my taquitos. I don't know. I gotta eat and play the game at the same time. I have a 12-hour shift after I'm done recording this video. A 12-hour shift as a security guard at Walmart. The M5 is starting first. Can you suck my fucking asshole game? 131 point race. Sure. I mean, El Capitan here is not going to be a good representation of how competitive these guys are, because the AI suck really bad at this track. I should chew my food and drink my Pepsi. That'd probably be a good idea while we're driving in a straight line. Of course, they freaking take off because I did a burnout, but I think we're perfectly fine on speed. The car should handle just as good in the corners as theirs do. And it's an M, so it can do M things. I wish it was a W. W for Wumbo. Not M is Mini. I thought we already did Mini. Yeah, the Mini Cooper shit. I said The M5 starts first. Is that the M5 over there? I mean, I figured you wouldn't get past. I wouldn't be bumping into you and shoving you into the wall if you weren't driving so damn slow to leave holes open for me to pass you. This guy over here, he's got the fast car. It seems that we're good enough in the corners. I only lose them a little bit in the straights. But I think in the long run, these straights will absolutely kill us. So I have a lot to be worried about with Nürburgring. And I really don't want to have to do the qualifying practice thing for Nürburgring, because that's like a whole extra lap. That's actually 2 extra laps, I think. Well, I mean, let me think of it. You come off pit road and you pass the finish line coming off pit road. Maybe the lap would count if I did that. I don't have to go 2 laps to qualify. I don't even actually have time to do that. Just said, I got a 12-hour shift. I'm not exactly that focused on how I drive around this track because I know it doesn't matter. Suck that bad. But it's nice to be driving this green car again. It still ain't Earth Day. I mean, Earth Day is going to come around, and that's going to be like the almost the very end of this Let's Play, this playthrough. Isn't Earth Day like April 22nd? And then there's April 20th. What do we do for April 20th? But yeah, that's a lap around El Capitan reverse in a really nice M3. I guess with this being just a 2-lap race, and us winning by 4.7 seconds, which should be okay at Nürburgring, even if he starts first. I really hope he doesn't start first in these races. There's our first 10,000 credit prize. He's starting first in every race. Fuck this fucking game. They easily could have not done that. I think so. I think if I had loaded the race up like a second time or a third time, well, not even the race, but the whole championship, then there's a possibility he would have started like 3rd or 4th, maybe even 5th. And I don't know, maybe they would decide to have him start there every race. I don't know what happens whenever it comes to the second race, but this time he started first the first time, and then started first the second time. Maybe it comes from like the finishing results of the first race, like to determine like the competition of everything. But I've seen so many occasions where the guy that starts first every race has less points than the guy in second in all these championships that we've done, and I don't get it. But it's a 3-lap race, so we have time to close this gap. Can you stop being a bitch? Can you stop being a fucking bitch? Please. It's like, I run right up to this guy, all on my own. Talent, speed, and all that shit, and he just shoves me off the fucking track. Stop being a bitch. Okay. Get out of the way. I've had enough of you stupid AI. We're on the second race and I've already had enough of you. I don't think we really had that much to put up with at El Capitan, but oh my god, this M5 is putting a gap on us. All these tough corners. The fucking Pepsi is just overloading my stomach. Okay, I mean, if I can't catch him on my own damn speed, then I can't exactly race the track limits. I gotta keep up with this guy. I mean, we're on the second race. I don't have to go do the first race again because of this shit. It looks like we're gonna have to, because now we got the long straight. I'm gonna have to go into my all-out sweat focus mode to see if I can catch this guy in the next 2 laps. It's impossible. It is legitimately impossible. I mean, I'm faster than them, but I inch closer and closer. I don't actually close the gap by out driving the fucking guy. Well, it's something I could do with everybody else. I mean, I can cut the track and all kinds of wonderful shit right here, but nope, that didn't do anything for me. I can take the corner appropriately, I can cut the corner, it don't change anything. Which is funny because usually I can make big gains in that corner. But I guess these cars are so slow it don't even make a difference. So I have to come back and do this race after run all the races in this championship with this car. Which I don't think I was going to want to bring the M3 GTR whenever they award us that to any of these races and not give me any A-Spec points. Oprah Paris reverse. I think Oprah Paris forward is the one where the leader gets the big gap over everybody. And in reverse, it's not that bad. With so many corners, it's a lot more doable than that last race was. And it's 4 laps. So we've got a lot of time with this race. Got me looking at the damn lineup and whatever, whenever we already know what it is. I guess I could show you the points, so I did that. But all I know is that I'm tied for the lead right now because we won the first race, that guy in second, and then we finished second behind him whenever he won the second race. But we're going to take it back whenever we win this race. Oh my god, everybody is a bitch. It's like I've just everything I need to drive right the hell around you, and I'm doing everything I need to do, but you just pinoped me into the wall. That's not even how you use the word, but I need a bigger word than pin, because I feel like I'm being a lot more than just pinned to the wall. Okay, we'll let off the gas just a little bit. Got to run on the guy in fourth. I guess they get off the gas a little bit more than I did right there. As the tires wear down, which they do, the car slowly begins to not do things as well, obviously. It happens pretty quickly because these are just like the standard tires. I can't believe my car wants me to be in first gear in every one of these tight corners, though. Like the really, really tight ones, freaking 180s and whatever. I wasn't expecting that, and I don't know why not. Some cars, but I figured this car would be like so much faster than all these slow ones that we usually go through those corners at, that I wouldn't have to actually be in first gear. For once, a guy don't be a bitch. He just let me rub him and go. Shoved me into the wall. I think I damn near hit the walls. But why am I in fourth gear right now? But we're closing the gap on this M5, and we've still got 3 laps to go. This car just feels too fast for this track. The last track I felt too slow for the track and too tight with the tires. Now it feels too fast for the track. I'm just zipping left and right, and the car is pretty big. It's not no tiny thing. This is a great track for like the lightweight cars that don't go very fast. You know, like what we did the first video I recorded in my new house, which was the Citroen thing, 2 HP, 2 CV classics. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to make this damn pass on this guy. Like, I get that run, I get in position to do it, and then he just launches off the corner because he's got so much more horsepower. You want me in first gear? Okay, I get it. Stop being a bitch! Dude, I am facing an insane amount of understeer with this car. And it's not the car's fault. It really is the track, because it's not a real track, but it's based on a real destination. So they put up all these fucking guardrails and makes everything just so narrow for a car that's not supposed to go so fast and then make such hard turns at the same time. And I think like half of that is probably the tires that we're using, though. And we won by 6.3 seconds. This was a longer race. That's our second W in 3 races. Alright, so this race at Suzuka Circuit is 2 laps. I'm not entirely sure if this will be longer than the race we just did at Oprah Paris reverse. Because that was 4 laps. The track is not that small. It's small, but not that small. It's not as big as the Nürburgring. I think it'd be like 2.5 to 3 minute lap times, which would be 6 minutes. The last race was 6.5 minutes. I think it'll be shorter, but it's hard to determine whether or not it'll be shorter by much. I should be skeptical about this one because usually the AI are really, really good at Suzuka. I mean, not like just blowing you out the freaking water, but if you drive in the same car, somehow they manage to outperform you sometimes. And the M5 is driving, that's a better car than us. I was about to say the M5 is driving a better car, but that doesn't even make sense. Yeah, the M5 is a better car than M3 does. It's like the best M series car there is that is not a race car. I think the M5 is better than the M3 GTR. I don't know if it handles better, but I think it's more powerful. Doesn't that thing have 6 gears? I don't think it has 7. I think it has 6. But we're fine. I think we got this. I mean, we're catching him in all these sections of the track. He's not just pulling away, making us struggle to compete. Fills this gap right on him. All right, here we go. We're going to sit in this draft, and we're going to see just how good that car is. Look at him just take off. I didn't get a chance to actually stay in the draft. So you have to make all that time back up in the next sections of the track. I mean, let's just see how much I can make of it in the spoon curve. Here we go. Oh, JC, you suck. Stop sucking, please. I'm always concerned about them being bitches, but I'm sucking. I'm also a bitch. It's going to take a while to win this race now that I'm so freaking far behind. We come to the most difficult parts of the track for a car that doesn't have horsepower, and then he's just gone. I should have taken the lead while I still could. I literally can't lose this race. I literally cannot lose this race, and I'm going to lose the race! How the fuck am I going to win Nürburgring? Okay, here I am. Let's start a lap. And count the fucking lap. Count the lap. Count this lap. Fuck you! All I had to do was run him off the track. At Suzuka, I didn't do that. I played nice. And I realized too late that playing nice wasn't gonna win me the championship. So I get over here and the game won't let me qualify for the race. First, you have to exit pit road and have an out lap. That doesn't count. Then you have your lap. That counts in qualifying. And it takes like 8 minutes to get around the damn track, so that's 16 minutes. Then once we qualify second place, because you know we can't qualify in front of the M5, we have to do the race, and that would be 3 laps. 3 laps! It's a 1-lap race! It's 24 minutes for a race that's only 8 minutes. New game plan. I fucking run him over every chance I get. So we win the first race again, and the M5 finishes in P5. Watch where he's going to start next race, though. I'm getting so much extra money than I should in this video now. Oh, he's starting third. Not first. Third. Well, I was wrong. Hopefully those 2 cars in front of him hold him up. And I can win this race this time. Look at this guy. Look at this guy dealing with traffic. Ain't it a beautiful thing to see? Oh no! No! Fuck that. I hate that. Stop that. Get back around him, damn it. I'm having a hard time. Ow. I'm having a hard time driving the track properly. Because I'm paying more attention to this battle going on behind me. Oh, he got it back! He got it back! Keep it. Keep it. Yeah. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. Keep it. I'll give you my draft. Keep it. Come on. Woo! Okay. Back to $1 million again. In 2 races, I already have a 1-race lead over the guy in second place, the CSL. And the M5, he's not even a factor. He's 4th in the standings. Well, that just makes my lead even bigger. I now don't have to run Nürburgring at all, which is good because I wasn't going to win it with this car. I have decided to not even keep track of how much credits we're making in this episode. At first it was like, oh, 85,000. But then we're having to redo shit, and I'm going to be skipping some, and okay, not only do I have to run this race because I haven't won this race yet and gotten the gold trophy, but I only have a 14-point lead, so I can't skip 2 races. I need to have a 20-point lead for that. So we go in here, and the M5 starts 3rd. I'm not going to get stupid wheel spin. We'll 2/3 throttle it. I also need to get them 131 A-Spec points. A lot of shit I can get first time we did this. Okay, and just like that, we don't spin the tires. We have a fine start. I could have been doing that all along. It would have really helped out. Look at this M5. You shoving, trying to take the lead as soon as the damn race starts. I don't care whether you do or not. This time, I'm not letting you go. Like, there was one turn where it was so obvious that I could have been winning the race. But I didn't push him off the track. I didn't do a little bump and run. Even though they do that shit to me all the fucking time in some way, shape, or form. You wanna go off the track? Nah, your car's too hefty for that shit. I mean, most of the time I'm able to, but no, right there I couldn't. It pushes, and this is just what it's like to drive on normal, standard tires, or maybe sports tires, I don't freaking know. But you get some racing tires, some soft tires on here, they don't do that anymore. The only reason I'm showing you this race is because we didn't win it the first time. And then, of course, I didn't show you all of Apricot Hill, but I don't feel like I was really inclined to do that either. But I'll for sure give you guys more sight of this. I mean, this is freaking Suzuka we're talking about. I think tomorrow we're going to do the Suzuka 1,000 kilometer race, endurance races. Why is this guy pulling away from me? Alright, you know, man, I am not about to lose this race. So, yeah, go off the track. Just fuck everything, fuck every single driver in this game. I'm already gonna be late for work to finish this freaking championship and this episode. Like, I'd be working 10 minutes and we still got one more race to do. Fucking taquitos are cold. Fuck, look at this. I've got a 2-hole race lead and only one race left. But I cannot win this race with this car. I don't know if I can even compete against the M3 CSL with this freaking car. Because them straights are that damaging despite you taking all these tight corners and being competitive there. 35,000 credits. Now let's get that M3 GTR. Yep. Come on. Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. It only comes in one color. Silver. We did great things with this car. Terrible! But great things were done with this car. 15,800 credits. Now we'll hop into the M3 GTR they just gave us with 380 horsepower and a little wing on the back. And instead of running this final race and then being late to work, I am going to do it whenever I get off. The blue car is the M5, and you keep track of that, and the yellow one is the M Coupe. I think the M Coupe is the one that I kept thinking was the 120D earlier on. We're still getting 89 A-Spec points in this race. It could be 131 if, like, the M5 was starting 5th, starting essentially last. We always start last. I'm still in my work uniform because, like I said, I just got off work. Why do they always hit the guardrail before we start the race? You're lucky they don't have damage in this game. If they had damage, I'd fucking smack that dude, Kazunori Yamauchi. How did I say his name? Guy that started this entire game series. So smack this guy. If it had game damage, car damage, so that we could hit the guardrail out of our control every time and get a tire run. I don't know if these cars have composite bodies like the NASCARs finally decided to change back to. By the time this is coming out, obviously. I mean, the previous season is already over. So I'm very much dating this episode. It was all fine and dandy until I took a 12-hour shift, lost my sanity, and this car does not drive anything like the one I was just driving a while ago. A while ago. Yes, it was very much a while ago. I sat in the cold for 12 hours. And you know how I said that I was going to stop recording so I wouldn't be late to work? I was late to work anyway because those taquitos make me take a massive shit. Oh my god. It drives different. It's loose. It steers. This is not the best track for it to start doing that. He started third. He's gotten up to second. There's that. He's got past one more. Now I take it that the M Coupe is really slow, but like taking up a lot of this very narrow track. I mean, that's inevitable. But working at Walmart was well, I wasn't working at Walmart. I was just sitting outside of Walmart. I watched Kamikaze stream for 3.5 hours. If y'all remember that stream. Oh, that was an instant classic. The ending though. Oh my god. That was a massive flex on the M5. I mean, that's it right there for the race. But anyways, I mean, I was allowed to just go into the Walmart whenever they were closed, and I bought me one of those chunky Campbell's sirloin burger patty stew. I don't know what the hell it's called, but something like that. And I poured that into a cup in the break room because they don't have bowls; they just have cups. I had a bowl of... I didn't have a bowl. Fuck! I had a cup! A cup of stew. And then they had a bunch of vending machines. That did take credit card or whatever. And then I drank a cold Dr. Pepper, which totally helped the fact that it was already cold outside. Yeah. And I listened to the Violent Allies by 10 Years, which is still probably the best album to represent how 2020 felt. Just all the different emotions of that album. It's one of their best albums. 10 Years. I love 10 Years. My girlfriend loves 10 Years. Do you love 10 Years? Yes. Yeah, I woke her up so I could yell. Not even at the game. I'm yelling at myself for not being able to talk after being awake for 16 hours. I mean, this is usually what happens. I get off of work, I record a video, then go to sleep or whatever.
I'm about to go to work.
Yeah, first day at daycare. She's gonna stop doing the retail because retail is wonderful, and that's why she's not doing it anymore. I think you actually stopped retail at the best time.
The holidays. Okay.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna milk it from me though, because they're asking me to stay till the 19th, and they're making me work every day in a row for like 5 days straight.
It's like you decide to quit, and you start working one time, and they just start pelting your entire schedule. You get a 16 hours of strenuous... I mean, you've got me just being outside in the cold for 12 hours, not doing anything but listening to music, and then you've got her. Bless her soul. Pray for her 6 months in the future. Or you pray for the past. Yeah. We are in the future. This is the past. I'm so confused right now. Okay, let's see how much the M5 catches us in the back straight. I guess you could say this is the back straight. I wouldn't say it's actually the back, because it's way past the middle of the track. I think the front straight and the back straight, but then you got all this middle section nonsense. Well, let's not just go missing this turn. Yeah, he's not catching us because we can actually carry just as much speed with this car. I think the M3 GTR might actually be better than the M5, but you'd have to have like a little tuning on the M5 that you probably can't get out of the M3 GTR. I don't know entirely. Aerodynamically, this car is better. It's got a freaking wing on and everything. I keep not shifting down all the damn time because I don't know how much I have to shift down. I have like so many gears to go through with this car because it's sporty and whatever. And this is our last cash prize for Club M, leaving us with 1,081,300 credits. But yeah, let's sell this car. See how much they want to give us for it. Yeah, 72.3% game completion. I'm betting it's going to be maybe 50,000, somewhere around there. Over 50. I thought it might be beneath. If anything, it's over 72,466 credits. Thanks for watching this episode of the Gran Turismo 4 GT mode playthrough. I'm tired. This is the end of the video. I'll see you guys episode 98. We do the Suzuka 1,000 kilometers, which is probably like a 5-6 hour race. I don't even know what kind of cars are racing there. But I'm gonna go to sleep. And I'm probably gonna drink some coffee before that, which is probably the wrong order. You mind your own business. See you next time. That's that. And episode over.